mean, I did have a full load. 5 boxes tall.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's not letting me load anymore.
Now come over and try now that you've unloaded and load it and see what that does.
Yeah, it should do the trick. Trouble is, I don't want to load it. Otherwise, I'll be back where I was. So how's your week been?
It's been good. We've a mild spell in rain here today. It really gave the snow a kicking. We're at that time of the year where we'll get some freeze-thaw cycling going on now.
Some free what, sir?
Freeze-thaw cycling going on, like it'll go up to
freeze.
Like 5 or 10 degrees through the day, and then -5 or 6 at night, so you get melt and then freezing in the evening. And
Dangerous driving conditions in the morning then.
yeah, they salt pretty good around here. So hey Chris, how you doing, bud? Going for a decent payday here.
This is just under £1 million worth of lamb.
I've got beef and lamb and onions packed and eggs. $590,000 worth of stuff there, so we're good, bud.
We're rich farmers.
Waiting to see how this turns the corner. Oh, you didn't load it quite as high. You knocked her down some.
Yeah, I just did it in 2 trips. When I was on earlier, I only had it on 3 miles an hour. Still decided to go and have a little snooze.
When I get back to the yard, I'll maybe sleep, get us to 9 o'clock. It used to be daylight for her.
Okay.
Seeing as we're going to go through anyways today, a lot of it, I think. Haven't heard from Scrump, but I'm sure they're the same way, sell a few things off. And we could probably top up the animals at 5 times speed through the day once we everybody here and get moved through. You good to sleep now?
Yep.
That way Chris can see what I'm doing and I can see what I'm doing. John
Did you
Deere.
factor in the mist?
It's clear as crystal for me here.
Yeah, it's quite misty over here.
It's the reverse of last week where I couldn't see nothing.
It's not too bad.
Back on Kinlake yesterday, Annie?
Got on for a short while, yeah. Got a huge amount to do at the moment.
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of logging. 3 oat fields and 1 sheep pasture. Gonna do the oats and then flip those fields to carrots. Trying to make some money to buy the big harvester for the carrots and onions.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
It is.
So these greenhouses giving organic waste, but we got nothing to do with it? Or is it
You
going to be used as a fertilizer?
You can put it back into your compost maker to make, or your bin to make compost.
Ah, okay.
So I've been using that in my manure. Jump, jump, jump.
No news from Johnny, I take it?
No, I don't really want. I should shoot him a message, but I don't want to bug him either.
No.
And I know if he's also in that uses phone, he's if you curse and type in that little friggin' phone.
Yeah.
Sheep are quite easy to take care of, aren't they?
Yes. Complete opposite to real life. you choose his fermenting silo yet?
He said I'd leave it up to the boss, but I put the one in that you said didn't look too bad. The Omatana one looks kind of beat up, and it does a lot. Yeah, it does a lot more stuff. So I put the concrete stave ones in that hold a fair bit, but they would have a British or an American look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been doing onions in the greenhouse, and then taking the onions, put them through the bagger to put them in the packaged onions.
Good money?
That's alright. Feeds a little bit more into the... and just selling them for onions. The packaging system's not that expensive.
Is it a building or an actual piece of equipment?
No, it's like a conveyor belt system. What it reminds you of. Production.
Are you using it at the moment?
Yeah. Straight down to my main farm by the... straight up over here.
Okay.
Just something different.
Yeah. Oh, and you can actually go up the ladders.
Yeah. I don't think you can open the covers. I never tried that to see. No. It's not much. It's only where are you at? Productions. It's only 17,000 for that. 17,500.
Quite a bit of money for what it is, but yeah.
It takes the onions and makes them worth a max price of 544 to 760, so it just earns you a little bit more on them. Dock getting in. And you lose a little bit on your onions, but just something different to throw on. I'm at the point in this map, I gotta start making things to do or buy more land again.
I have to start calling you Mr. Gates.
Well, I can pay. Where am I at on my loan here right now? So what I just sold won't clear my loan, but it'll bring me down. I'm down to $300,000.
I think I'm debt free. I am. Cool.
I'd say by the end of this game day, I should be too. So I'm just about to sell some stuff here. Canola. You guys back outside for a lot of your work now, or still getting some inside stuff done?
I'm no longer working there. I'm doing electrical stuff. They still have some fencing to do and a bit of guttering. So it's not much. Oh, they've got to build a small retaining wall when the client finally decides what they're going to build it out of.
be 150,000 in canola, so
I thought I saw Doc logging in.
yeah, he's down there moving around, so he's here. Just not in chat yet. bought the bigger one or the little one?
The bigger one.
Bigger one? Yeah.
Makes a change to buy something without having to take a loan out.
Yep. Like I said, it's things get paid off. You have to start looking at more land or something to spend money on. You just can't have sitting in the bank.
True.
Ever looked at that red tape mod?
I have, when it first came out.
Pay tax on your earnings.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like real life.
Thankfully it's not quite as bad as what it is over here.
No.
Their latest insane idea is to increase taxes to pay industry subsidies, whilst at the same time taxing the said same industries into oblivion. I'm sure there's some logic to be found somewhere, but I'm buggered if I can find it.
Yeah. There's no logic in government. Put down a compost making bin yet?
I've got a silo. Not got anything to put in it apart from the organic waste. Or is that a different thing?
No, that's what you need. The silo, put the organic waste in, put manure in, put straw in.
I don't have any. Oh, I do have some straw, but I want that for the cows.
Thinking Scrump was really late, but your guys' time hasn't shifted there yet, has it?
No.
Ours was last night, so I'm an hour ahead of where I was last week for you guys.
Ah, I thought you might have been on a bit earlier than normal.
I wonder, can you use compost in manure spreaders?
Used to be able to.
No. Be right back.
Okay.
dock yet?
No. Obviously didn't want to talk to us today.
To go vandalize his farm?
That should get his attention. He's just parked on the road.
To myself, self. See if he catches on.
Sorry?
Just turned his tractor around, face it the opposite direction, see if he takes off driving the other way now. Or... Ain't a lot more to do.
Yeah, I could go through another day without any issues.
Zip it along a little bit here to the afternoon and see if anything changes or not. I don't think there'll be any contracts or anything to come up, so.
Okay. There he is.
There's my favorite communist.
Hello. We were beginning to be worried that you didn't want to speak to us.
Well, I couldn't because my headset was dead. Because you talked too much last time.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
So how's the world treating you?
I don't know.
It worked, Wonko.
Oh, did it?
What worked?
Where are you off to? Doc?
What?
Where are you heading to? What do you got on?
Milk.
Where are you taking it?
I don't know. Going the wrong way. That I do know.
You good to speed up time a little bit?
Cows are fed. Yeah.
You're doing your delivery milk. I'll put it up to 360 and kind of.
Jeez. No, slow her down. Slow her down. Like 60 would be more than fast. I'm still going the wrong way. I couldn't get my headset to work. I couldn't get in the game. I couldn't find the game because it had the wrong mods in. I've had troubles. The time changed over here, so it's later than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was the same here. It's 4:30 here now. 4:38, I guess I should say.
Well, now they're talking about in the fall we're gonna do a half an hour. We're gonna go back a half an hour, and then we're not gonna touch the time anymore.
Well, doesn't that mean you're going to be half an hour off from everybody else all the time?
Except Australia, because Australia has half an hour time zones because they're communists.
Yeah, there's Grump. There we go. Now we can start kicking her along.
Because like Johnny's, friend Stu, he's like a half an hour different than Johnny is because he's in a different time zone. They're also like 10 hours apart too.
We have one half an hour time zone, Newfoundland. The rest are all on the hours.
So it's bad enough you can't get a full hour time zone, to make sense to people. And then you're going to screw around with these half an hour ones. For what? We don't need time zones. Time zones are gay.
Now you need to do smoke 60 a day and you'll have it down to T.
And somehow, the British decided that universal time should be in Britain. Because,
Well, obviously.
They still think they rule the world.
No, that's Putin.
Putin's like that guy that drives the fancy car, has all the stuff, right? He's got the big house, he's got the fancy car, he's got the good looking hairdo, he's got the designer glasses, he's got the designer shoes, and then you find out it's all knockoff stuff from China that he's actually, pretending to wear fancy stuff. That's Putin. I understand what he wants. Putin wants Russia to be respected in the world just like the United States and Britain. That's what he wants. And for some reason, because of the Cold War, we cannot seem to give them the respect that they they want. If we were smart,
Yeah.
we would be bringing them, because just look at what all the world leaders have been doing for the past like 30 years.
Slagging
They
him
have,
off.
well, they have just been ousting Russia and treating them like they're some little podunk country in Africa.
And the EU are still at it. They are hell bent on going to war with him.
And I don't know why, because what you could do is you could bring them in, because what does Russia have that Europe needs? Oil, natural gas.
Well,
That's
we
what
don't need it, but our communist leader won't let us take it out of the fucking North Sea.
Well, no, because you guys elected the wrong prime minister. That's your fault.
Oh no, only about 20% of the population voted for him.
It was only
He's
about 20.
without doubt the most despised man in this country.
Could be like Canada, just import a Brit to go into your prime ministering.
No, we sent him over to you first to take care of the banking. Once he fixed
Oh
that,
yeah,
he
he
came
did a
back to
bang up
us.
job with that, didn't he?
You just ask him, he'll tell you. Yes, he did. Whoa, that's an intersection.
I'm going to need a bigger milk trailer. I don't know what's wrong with Canada. It's like Canada has lost. I think Canada is just like Minnesota. They've lost their sense because they've allowed other people to move into the country and have not come in to be Canadians. They've come in to take over Canada and make it their own.
Same problem we've got.
Yeah.
Though things are starting to kick off.
So Minnesota is a huge, it's mostly agricultural. Most of the state is desolate, small. Actually, Minnesota has a problem with dying towns because there's no services, there's no nothing, and there's so few people that these towns just disappear because the family farms disappear, bigger farms buy up they buy up the small farms, and the towns just disappear because there's no people there. And what's happened is the entire state is run by basically the Twin Cities because that's where all the population is. So a long time ago, they started taking in these Somali refugees, Okay, whatever. America takes in lots of refugees, and they put them in different cities, and different cities take them, and they bring them in, and they assimilate. They're supposed to assimilate them, but they set them up, help them get started, with housing, and get them jobs and all that kind of stuff. But the Somali community so once they had refugee citizens, all completely legal, they do the chain migration thing. They start bringing every family member and everything else in, and a lot of it's a legal system, but then of course our open borders policies that we had brought a lot of illegals in. But they didn't come into Minnesota to be like, because Minnesota is mostly Scandinavian descent people that immigrated to the U.S. and then a lot of them moved up into the Minnesota region, and because I don't know, it's like Scandinavia up there probably. Cold, flat, nothing really there. They probably felt right at home. So the Somalis ended up not just taking over the city and making their own little, like a Chinatown kind of thing. But they start electing politicians that are they're gonna do what they want. And next thing you know, you've got a state that's pretty much being run by people of Somalia and not Minnesotans, you know. I mean, the representatives from Minnesota most of them should be of Scandinavian descent, not Somali. And then they have all this corruption. It's the same thing happening everywhere. They come in there and they just take over. Get their own people elected, start changing the laws to favor their things, find ways to skim money off the government, which is your taxpayer dollars. I don't know what you guys are going to do. You don't have anybody that's going to stick up for you.
We've got a couple of politicians that seem to be up for the fight, shall we say, in their different ways.
Yeah, but you have to have winners.
Well,
You
I
can't
would
have.
say they're both highly intelligent and high achievers. Whether they're going to have what it takes to do what needs to be done remains to be seen.
You got to have somebody like Donald Trump that gives zero fucks.
Well, we do have Rupert Lowe.
But you got to have somebody that can win too. I know one of the big problems is not so much in the national elections, in the local elections, like what happened in Minnesota. The big problem up there is that, so we have a primary system, which is going on right now. So during the primaries, they hold a vote, and the primary election determines who the candidates are going to be for the upcoming election, no matter what office it is. And a lot of times, nobody else runs. There's no reason to actually go to the polls. They don't even open the polls because the candidates run unopposed. So the candidates run unopposed, therefore there is no reason to hold a vote. But when they do have primary votes, nobody votes in it. It's like less than 10% of the likely voter base, which is the people that usually vote in all the elections. So you only get 10% of those people that are determining what candidates will be on the ballots in the regular election, like in November, that we're going to have. And that's the whole problem. Nobody votes in the primary. So then you get these really bad candidates, and then it comes around to like October, and everybody's like, ugh, I'm going to vote for this one or this one. Ugh. You know, both of them are sticky. We don't want to touch either one. But you have to choose one because you didn't go to the primary and you didn't vote for somebody that might have been actually sane. Because it seems like all the slimy, nasty, stupid people that are in the government all got their people to go to the primaries and elect them in. Because if you're talking like a district that's like maybe 10,000 people, and 1,000 people show up, and they got 150 people to show up and vote for them, that's a huge margin.
Yeah, well, we've had something similar happen here just recently, by-election, and a Green woman won, and she is completely insane.
They're too far the other direction.
Well, the problem with the Green Party is that the Green Party is all sitting around smoking pot and coming up with stupid ideas.
No, our Green Party is way worse than that. We have a Green Party run by a tit whisperer.
Oh, wow.
He thinks a tit whisperer. He thinks one of his previous jobs was as a Harley Street hypnotist, and he thought he could make women's tits grow bigger by hypnotising them. He's now the leader of the UK Green Party.
So it's not just smoking weed. They're on mushrooms and LSD.
Yeah. He's supporting Iran.
What do you
He
mean he's
thinks-
supporting Iran?
Exactly that. He thinks the Iranians are wonderful.
Does he support women's rights?
In theory. In practice,
No, he does. No, if you support Iran, you do not support women's theories and women's rights, and you think that they're property, because that's what happens in Iran.
I didn't say it was logical. I didn't say it was sane. I'm just
They're
telling you what
not
you do.
logical, because these people are morons. Most of them are actually insane. They should be locked up. It's like all these
Yeah.
LGBT people supporting Iran. Okay, my whole solution to this problem is everybody that's LGBT that supports Iran, I will pay for your plane ticket over there because they will stone you to death. It
I
makes
know.
no sense.
What else does he want? Oh, he thinks the war in Ukraine could be sorted out by just talking to him.
If Donald Trump can't sort out the war in Ukraine, nobody can.
There's too much money involved.
Well, there's too much money involved, but the problem is that you've got Zelensky and you've got Putin, and neither one is willing to admit defeat. That's the whole problem. Both of them want to end the war. Both of them know the war is bad. They can't end the war because neither one of them wants to go up to their people and make it look like they were defeated.
I can tell you now, if Zelensky, if the war stops, Zelensky's in prison for corruption and for election rigging.
Well, they got rid of their elections because they were in war, and I'm like, wait a minute. How are we supporting a country that's not giving fair elections during war? Because during World War II, we still held our elections. We did elect the same president over and over again, but we still held the elections. He didn't hold them because he knew he was going to get voted out.
Exactly.
That's the only reason you wouldn't hold the election.
He's called for the president of Hungary to be assassinated because he stopped a shipment of gold leaving Ukraine.
But what do you expect?
I mean, this is the leader that we're supposed to be supporting, and he has been killed. He calls in public. He didn't just do it in private. He did it in public.
I didn't want to be drunk in public. I wanted to be drunk in the bar. They threw me into public. Sorry.
Public. Tater tot.
Public. Yeah. Bill Ron White. They threw me into public. Sorry, Wonko. I didn't mean to. You just hit a nerve there that just brought back that whole skit.
Right.
Public. I think it's just the way Wonko said it.
Yep. I agree.
You had
I heard.
a Ron White flashback.
Yep.
Do you know who Ron White is, Wonko?
I'm guessing he was a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texan comedian.
He's kind of like one of those late night, sleazy comedy club kind of guys. That was the sticky played. You go out there with a bourbon and just say repulsive things for shock value. Did our Broken Australian show up yesterday or Friday, I mean?
No.
No.
No, I bailed a little early Friday because I had a fire call too, I think.
Hmm. It's still cold in Canada?
It's not bad today. It's like, I think 5 degrees out there. It's raining. Snow's getting a kicking.
Are you guys gonna get that? I don't know, like 25-degree weather or something that's coming?
No, it's
Oh,
we're gonna get like a 10-degree out of that.
oh, yeah, I saw it. It looks like the northeast of the U.S. though, it's gonna hit like 20, 25. I'm so lost. This map gets way too dark.
Oh, we can go through to the morning.
Is that a little violin I hear? Yeah, it is. It's a little tiny violin if nobody cares.
You there, Scrump?
Yeah, we could sleep.
I can't hear anything from Scrum.
He's saying something because he's talking, but it's not coming through.
I don't even see his little circle moving.
It was whenever I clicked over to it, but
Maybe be like mine. You got the headset on, but it's freaking dead. Which I don't know how it was dead. I haven't used it.
Oh, did I hit the wrong button?
Maybe he's not here.
I seen him driving up to the cell point. Sit in the bench and wait. Saying something wrong in Discord. We'll check.
Well, my cows didn't run out of food on here, which is amazing because I worked 7 days in a row.
Somebody topped them up for you, though.
Yeah, I fed them one of these nights. Wednesday, I think I did.
Yeah, I came in on Thursday and fed too.
All right, can you knock it down to 15? Everything I have to do is in December.
Get busy.
Well, if we get through December,
we got 14 days.
If we get through December, then it doesn't matter. Like everything after that till March is fine.
Okay.
But I've got to sell. I got to sell everything in December.
Do you want? What do you got to sell?
I got to sell all my. I think it's canola and oats. I got to sell all my grain and my milk. I have to sell. I got to sell the milk just because, it's just sitting there and it's not making me money sitting in the tank.
Make me contractor, and I can come down here and give you 100,000 at a time in my trailer.
100,000 what?
You can haul 100,000 liters. Double trailers on. So if you want to sell your grain, I can make trips for you.
Oh, the grain's no problem. Because the grain, I think, is just going up to Brummie's, like right next to my farm.
I'll jump to your farm then. If there's not that much. How many liters do you have?
My silo's full, but it only holds like 100,000.
I'll jump to your farm and I can shuffle some stuff with you.
Because my wagons are full right now. Think of oats. You're at the wrong farm.
Oh, okay.
There ain't nothing going on at that farm. Actually, that farm's probably got all the tractors, though.
That's why, because there's nothing at the other. So I'm coming with the dudes. There's a bale trailer up here. Should I take it back down to turn it to a trailer or no?
I don't have a shop. So is the fuel tank? Where's the fuel tank?
Fuel tank's here too.
Yeah, you'll have to use the fuel tank to swap it into a wagon. You got the 8? Must be.
Yeah, big dudes.
Yeah. I want to buy a 7. Then I'll have a 6, 7, and 8. After I sell its grain, might be kind of plausible. I'm not really worried about the milk. I got plenty of storage for it. The way Giants changes the prices doesn't really... I don't know how I feel about it. I like the price changes, but it's not, it needs to be more random. Alright, so... Canola needs to go to wholesale market east. I don't even know what Hussam is.
Hussam's the train.
Well, fuck that. I'm taking it to wholesale market east anyway.
Can you hear us now? Can we hear you, Scrump? Okay, you can listen, but mic doesn't work. We'll use hand signals.
West.
We're going to sell some of Doc's grain and stuff, and then he can tear through the month of December and into January then.
I got some stuff to sell in January.
I had barley, but the price was pretty good in December, so I just sold it. I wanted to sell it.
Wholesale east. Which one's that?
That's the one up across the road from Hong Kong.
Oh. Gotta take it all the way over there.
You gotta come to the communist.
Oh, I've been taking my milk over there to the communist side of the map.
So I'm selling canola for you.
Yeah, I've got a trailer load of... Well, I'm gonna have 2 trailer loads of oats. But all this lag is not gonna help me hook these 2 trailers together. 11 FPS, that's awesome. hell has happened?
So, farmers market above you is $1,327, and it's only $3 more to go the whole way east.
Yeah, I was just gonna go to the farmer's market above there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one straight north.
Yeah, it's almost attached to your farm, isn't it?
No, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I was just gonna take it up there anyway. 'Cause I didn't feel like driving all the way across the map. There's only like 60,000 liters of canola.
Yeah, I could say it's the one that's right here.
I just put the baby silo in because I thought it looked kind of, kind of fit in. So, I don't remember grass turning brown in the wintertime. Is that just this map thing?
Just this map.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Well, our grass doesn't go brown. Unless it's in the drought.
Actually, where I live now, it actually does the opposite. Everything goes brown until about, February. Then it starts greening up until about April, March, and then it goes brown and catches on fire. But no, I really like how they did the brown and the grass and everything because it just, I don't know, reminds me of what happens in the wintertime. I'm not sure I can... I don't know what's going on, but I'm not sure I can function here. I mean, I'm at 9 FPS.
I'd log out and come back in if I were you.
Yeah, it sounds a bit rough.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a look at the logs.
It was okay. When I was hauling the milk, it seemed decent.
So Scrump is having some technical difficulties. He can hear us, Gizmo, but he can't.
He can't speak. Okay, mate.
Just so you know.
No problem.
Yeah.
I thought
Cat's
it was a
got
bit
his
quiet.
tongue.
Yeah.
We do have some, errors for the fermenting silo. I think it's probably the one I've put down.
Oh, when did you put that down?
20 minutes, half hour ago.
About the time I started lagging out of this world.
Okay, Scrump. The glitch somewhere. Do you want to stop and reset the server, or?
I'll delete it because it's not giving errors at the moment. It's just there's an error. Oh, it says unable to load field type, no inputs for production, unable to load field type. Yeah, I'll just get rid of it. That's shit.
Is that the blue ones that were?
No.
Or that's different? No, that was what on Johnny's server, wasn't it? The blue ones. The ones that
Okay, Scrump.
Brummy was talking about.
No, I think it's the compost one that you put down. Was it Mako?
No, it was in preparation for maize silage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there was silage bunkers today on Johnny's server, weren't there?
Yes, I put the ones on
They
that
were blue, weren't they? The Brummy was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's grey ones and blue ones.
PDX ought to bring his back.
Those are the ones we had in, was it 19 or 22?
19.
They were really good.
Well, he made them also so that when you, because everybody makes them weird, but he made them so that everything was straight through, so you could line them up next to each other or in, front to back, and you could just drive from one to the next to the next.
Yeah.
Plus, his gave you digestate.
Yeah.
Nobody else's fermenting silo gives you digestate. Where's all this harvest income coming from?
I'm delivering your canola.
To where?
The farmer's market right above your farm. Not Brummy's. There's one above your farm.
Oh.
Giving better price.
Back to the wrong one.
It's like Johnny never went away.
All right.
I've run I've run 3 loads to the farmer's market and made all this money for you, and you still haven't got 1 load of oats up the road yet.
Yeah, do it. I'm selling it.
Oh, it's getting more and more like Johnny.
It's amazing.
Well, somebody's going to have to continue the tradition of moaning and being slack. Of course, I don't get all upset about things, and then, because I don't want to take the time to learn how things work, I just want to complain about it.
I don't know. Could be just a question of time.
I don't know. I'm going to have to do something because I can't function with the less than 10 frames per second.
Well, I've got rid of the silo, so if
And
it's still
jump out
happening,
and jump,
then yeah.
jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, I think, Doc, I can jump out and refresh it for you. So I'm like 44, 45 frames steady.
I'm usually like 55, 60, but something happens, it just gets all jammed up.
So that's all your oats and canola sold. 9,000 liters of milk to go.
I'm not worried about the milk, though.
So do you want to sleep to the night again, try to kick it through?
Yeah, we can.
You near a trigger, Wonko?
I can be sure.
Tell me before you do, just so I just stop driving. I'm on Doc's farm, I don't want to destroy his crops.
You almost convinced me then.
Lag spike. See what happens, I was still driving.
Oh shit, sorry. It's been a long life, leave me alone.
That's half the field gone.
No, I stayed in the road, how about that?
Yeah, top man, Jamie. I'm still loading in. I'm at 89%.
Yep, you're going to have to go out and Alt F4 yourself and go in again, because that's what keeps happening to me.
What, get to 89% and it stops?
Yeah, I sat there for like 15 minutes because I kept looking at it and I kept looking at it. I was doing something else. And I kept coming back. I'm like, why am I not in yet? Then I finally get in, and then my headset was dead.
Right.
All right, Doc. There you go, bud.
What?
Crops are all sold.
All right. Am I rich?
You're richer.
Well, we can't fast forward through the month because I have to buy cows.
You're at 177,000. We still get. That's only in day 3 of 12. Like we just gotta. We'll click along pretty quick to get through them, but.
Well, let me get in first before we sleep.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're coming in.
Boom.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I gotta see what I got for debt. I don't think I have a whole lot. Maybe I have a lot. I don't remember.
Check my animals. Have to get them some feed, I guess.
We'll see what this week brings. Last week was, I don't know, I worked 7 days in a row and made no money. It was awesome.
Really? How did you manage that?
I mean, I made money, but for 7 days worth of work, it should have been more.
More, yeah. That's why I never work Saturday and Sunday for the governors. My work is for me.
I only had, oh, here we go. Yeah, back up to 45. Sweet. Michael's Chewy Silo is the culprit. I don't know why you don't put it in. Why don't you put it in the silo bunker there?
Well, I'm coming.
I can't be asked for all the faffing with the silage bunker.
Oh, faffing.
Was that English, or did you have marshmallows you were trying to swallow?
I said I can't be asked with faffing about
With
a bunker.
what are you feeding? Are you feeding it or are you selling it?
I will be putting corn silage in.
No, yeah, but when you get the actual silage, are you feeding it or are you selling it?
It'll be both.
It'll be both. Because if you're feeding it, I would get a self-propelled mixer wagon because these things are awesome now.
I think he's going to do the same thing I did.
Cheaty mixing plant?
No. Front mounted front of your tractor.
Oh,
yeah.
the grinder thingy?
Yep. It's kind of the same thing as you have the front of your pickup for your side for your. Is when you get booted or?
No, I just went out because it weren't going any further than 89. So I thought I'd start again.
Yeah,
It suddenly went connecting to server, or not connecting, but linking with players. But then it just didn't move.
That's what I had.
I thought I'd get out and start again.
Yeah, so you got the grinder blower thingy that you just put your wagon behind you and put it on the front and then fill it up.
Yep.
Does that grinder thingy do bales?
No, it doesn't.
See, the self-propelled mixer wagons do bales.
Yeah, but I can back trailer in behind me and I'm taking away 44,000 at a time.
Well, that's great if you're selling it, but if you're making TMR, then the mixer wagon's the way to go.
Yeah, I haven't been making TMR. I've just been dumping straight silage because I just have beef cattle.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's Trump.
Would have done if you can hear me.
Yep, we
Yeah, we
can.
can hear you,
Can
mate.
you,
Yeah, we can hear you.
can you hear us?
I have no idea what the problem was, but it must have something to do with Windows/Discord. Because my mic was working in TeamSpeak, but not in Discord.
Right.
Did you go into your? So what happens to mine is Windows. Like if my screen goes to the screensaver, then Windows for some reason wants to change all my input and outputs for audio and
Yeah.
video.
It did that, but I put it back, and it worked everywhere, apart from Discord. And I could select my HyperX microphone everywhere, but the only place it was not showing was Discord for some reason. And I already quit Discord and restarted it, but that didn't solve it. And now I restarted the whole computer, and now it seems to be fine. No idea why.
Well, it's Windows. It's a mystery of why they make things difficult. You know what? I don't have these
Discord's
kinds
not
of.
much better than Windows.
Well, I don't have these problems with Apple products.
No, I agree.
I don't like Apple products very much.
Oh, I do. They are so
But-
much more user-friendly.
I don't think they're. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it. But what I do like about Apple products is I don't have phantom problems with them. They just work. They keep working. And they work the same that they've always worked until iOS does an update, then they change absolutely fucking everything for no absolute reason.
Yeah, there is that.
What I can't stand about Apple products is they like to use, like, depending on what part of the screen you swipe, it does a different thing, brings up a different menu. And I absolutely loathe that. I don't want to swipe from the corner of the screen anywhere, anytime to get a menu. I want buttons. I want to push a button to get to my menu. That's what I like. That's why I like my Androids.
Where am I going to find that blower for picking up the silage?
If you go into
Miscellaneous, I think.
miscellaneous, I believe, yeah.
Forage pickup, it's called, I think.
Yep.
No, it's not in miscellaneous.
I was just going to say, it's not in the miscellaneous I was looking in.
I think it's in. Wait 1 second. If I go into forage wagons, average.
I feel like it's in like silage blades
It's-
or something ridiculous.
It's in harvester. Is it in harvesters? No. It's someplace silly because I remember seeing it.
I remember coming across it and I was like, oh, we got that on the server? I was like, oh, that's cool. Glad that I found that. I'm not gonna really. Well, I might buy one. I don't know, I got a lot of.
Go to your mods and
I got a lot.
DLCs and pick it up in that down there. You want to find it there. See if I can find it in the other screen at the same time.
We're looking loading wagons or something.
No, not forage wagons. It's in someplace silly.
It is. I remember seeing it. Oh,
it's in forage pickup. I found it. Hang on.
Is it in like wood chippers? No.
Forage pickup.
Forage pickup?
65,000.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
I don't know what section it's in because it doesn't tell you, but yeah, you can find it in the DLC window.
Yeah, that's where.
Belt systems.
That's it. Belts.
Yep, it's a belt.
I'm wondering if it'll go on my Mercedes truck. That's got a
Yeah,
front PTO.
Probably will, bro. Well, I'll feel the tipper behind it. Because that's what they do with them around here in real life. But it's wood chipper they put on the front.
So funny how you would never see a truck with anything on the front over here. Never.
That's because you got the silly trucks.
We do not.
Yeah,
Beautiful
dude.
trucks.
You stick the engine right out in front. Make the tractor
Wow.
unit almost as big as the bloody trailer.
Well, Jamie's going to be happy about this because due to the Trump tariffs, PACCAR decided to expand their plant in Canada. So now the Peterbilt trucks are going to be made by Canadians for Canadians.
Interesting.
Yep. Not really. I don't see that as a downside. You guys are going to get trucks made by people in your own country. The Canadian trucks are different anyway. I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, you still drive on the right side of the road and all that, but
What a different spec.
so Canadian bridge law is different than most of the U.S. state bridge laws. So the wheelbase of the trucks is different, and then in Canada, your tandem axle drives have to be further apart.
Okay.
But a lot of guys up here run Canadian spread drive axles so that when you got to put chains on your truck, you got more room in between the tires to put chains on.
Right. I understand that.
So what you're basically saying is that the Canadian setup is better.
If you got to run chains.
I don't personally. I don't see any difference. The further apart so in Canada, you can tell a Canadian trailer really, you can spot it really easily because in Canada, like in the US, they'll put four axles right next to each other. Where in Canada, they'll put like four axles, but they'll spread them out.
18 inches
You know,
or
they'll
something.
spread, well, more than that. They'll spread them out like, a couple of feet in between each axle. Because in Canada, the further the distance, the more weight you can put on. So they'll have axles all the way up to the landing gear. Where in the
Yeah.
US, we usually just have them on the back of the trailer. But they also have stipulations like a standard flatbed spread axle is 10 foot 2 inches here. Canada, it's got to be 8'6". And I don't quite know why 10 foot 2 is too long in Canada, but it's like all the other laws, none of it makes sense.
What was that for the spread of?
So when you have a 48-foot trailer, and then they call it a 10-2 spread, so it's a 10 foot 2 inch between the center of the two rear axles. That's the standard flatbed in the U.S.
Right.
In Canada, you can't run that. You have to have an 8'6".
Okay.
So a lot of the trailer manufacturers, if guys run in and out of Canada, run U.S. and Canada all the time, what they do is they've got a sliding front axle on
Front
there.
axle, yeah.
Yeah, so they can move the axle back to the Canadian spread axle.
Because over here, Doc, we have container lorries that split in half, the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So they carry either one or two axles on the front half, which is off the ground. And then if they put two 20-foot containers on, they can drop the back half of the trailer and back the front container with the axles that are up in the air. They put them down on the floor. And then they can drive that into the loading bay, unload it, and then connect the trailer back up to a 40-footer. Which are quite common.
Sounds like a California transfer. And I don't even understand it. California's a 5-axle state. You get 5 axles, 80,000 pounds, no exceptions unless it's a non-divisible load and it's a one-time trip permit. So if you're hauling a generator, you're hauling an excavator, something that's overweight, then you got to have the truck and trailer with the amount of axles to cover the weight, but you can get a one-time permit to make that run. But pretty much there's no divisible load over with permits in California. There's a lot of states like that, actually. You get 5 axles, 80,000 pounds. So years ago, they call it the California hay hauler. So they figured out that you still got 5 axles, but you got 2 trailers. So you got a 2-axle truck, single axle trailer, single axle dolly, single axle trailer. And then you could get, on the length, you could put more hay on that, because hay doesn't weigh that much. So you could put more hay on that setup than you could on a straight 48-foot trailer. But they got stupid with it, because now they do this transfer thing. So they have a 3-axle dump truck, and then they pull a 2-axle, like, dolly trailer. And the dolly trailer, to save weight, doesn't have any hydraulics to dump on it. So what they do is they unhook the dolly trailer, dump the first load on the dump truck, and then they back up and they put the dump bed from the dolly trailer into the dump truck and then dump that. Then they put the dolly or the trailer back on the dolly trailer and then pull it back around. And I don't know how you make any money with all that messing around.
So it's basically like a container on the back on the trailer, and they pull the container into the tipper to tip it.
Yeah.
So it's not actually a tipper; it's more like a hook lift, but without the tip.
Well, they put the first dump box, because it's smaller diameter. So they put the first dump box, or the trailer dump box, into the dump truck dump box, and they hook. It slides into each other, and then they dump it that way.
Yeah.
Only Californians would make sense of that and how it
seems
sense.
A lot of work just to what's his name?
Well, yeah, because normally when
you save a little bit of weight.
Well, normally when you pull a pup trailer like that, you you go and you dump the pup trailer, and then you pull forward and you jackknife the pup trailer 90 degrees to the truck,
and
then you
took
dump
the
over.
truck out.
You dump right over the tongue.
Over the A-bar, yeah. Yeah, I
And
watched some. There's a girl called somebody Dominique.
Oh, Dominic, yeah.
Dump trailer, something. I've seen a couple of her videos of her tipping stuff,
Yeah, she's in Washington.
which I thought was interesting. But
And everybody
Only
else
what-
good to keep going
only
sleep
what-
for a bit here, or do you want to?
well, I'm just looking for something to do, mate, and there's not really a lot to do.
Yeah.
Just got to do
From
a bit
our,
of tidying
from our,
up,
our
and
point
then
of
I'll be
view,
good.
I've cleared the eggs, I've cleared the wool. There's a couple of contracts on here, but
No, don't take any
If you-
contracts as we want to try and zip through
if you
December,
guys,
January, and
if you
February.
guys want to go, if you guys want to zip through, that's the only thing there is to do. Other than that,
Yeah, we
Well,
can
everybody-
lime and fertilize our fields, but apart from that, we get to keep going.
Everybody's
that in
here,
between.
so we're going to try to get through it.
so we got to lime and fertilise everything, yeah. Scrum?
Well, at least all the grass fields. I'm already started liming,
Okay, well I'll grab
and we can
something
sleep
with the
through the winter.
I'll-
Feed.
yeah,
There's enough feed.
That's all I can do is
I'll grab
keep
something
checking
with the
animals.
fertiliser.
Wonka, you say when you're good.
So, Gizmo, I have a question.
Go on.
When you're watching YouTube, do you get a lot of like erectile dysfunction advertisements?
Can't say I do. The one I keep getting at the minute is a bloke selling air shoes.
I wish I was just getting an air shoes one.
Air soled shoes is what I keep getting. But I've not had erectile dysfunction, but I've had last lot. Oh, Tai Chi.
Chair Tai Chi. Yeah, I'm getting that puppy.
No.
Oh,
No, chair
yeah.
Tai Chi, or
Yeah,
Tai
chair-
Chi walking. I get a lot of them, but I've never had any erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, I've gotten that one quite a bit, but I keep getting advertisements from this Hims company, which I don't understand. Like, I don't
Right, but I could give you a reference
for what, erectile dysfunction?
to show that I don't suffer from that. No, I must admit, I've not had. Now I've said that.
Now it's
probably
gonna
listening to
happen.
now they're listening to Discord. They're going to think, "Quick, we better send them a load." So probably the next time I'm on YouTube. But no, the latest guy was Tai Chi walking and all that, and then this guy selling air-soled shoes, boots, working boots.
Well, I've been on YouTube for probably about a month and a half
Right.
because every time I am watching a video, I watch one video, it's fine. I watch a video, I get the ad, I skip it, it's nothing.
Yep,
It's like your
yep,
Subarus or something, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Cool, Chris.
And then all of a sudden, I get all these ads for male erectile dysfunction and low testosterone and all this other stuff, and I don't even know where it's coming from. So I keep reporting these ads and blocking them, and I keep telling YouTube I don't want to see them. Right?
Is it age related though?
It can't be age related. I'm younger than you.
Well, no,
That's why.
No, that doesn't. Just because you're younger than me doesn't mean to say you're not in the band.
Yeah, but I don't
Do you know what I mean?
understand.
I don't know enough about it. So
I'm good.
Yeah, but
to
I
go
don't know
again.
what's.
I'm
I
not
don't
an
know
expert.
not what's triggering the erectile dysfunction that I'm not having. It's I don't know what YouTube is under. I don't know why YouTube thinks that I'm having this.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that you drop into the age group that for some reason YouTube thinks could be suffering with that problem.
I have no idea where this has been coming from, and
I mean, to be honest, I really don't know.
I keep
There's
getting all
a nice
these.
tractor in the seal.
Nice
Yeah,
tractor.
male and-
Not a big deal off on it though.
Let's have a
No,
look.
but it's nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's not
Oh,
bad.
somebody needs the
45%
module
off.
trailer.
The module 4, yeah.
Yeah.
45%, that ain't bad, Scrum.
Yeah, for all you guys that are doing cotton.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a good tractor. It's not bad at all.
No.
So I don't know.
I missed an 8RX on Johnny's server. It was there yesterday and it gone by the time I got on today. Is that for cotton, that thing?
Yeah, that's a cotton bale wagon, I believe, right?
I thought it was just a little rampy job, you know? I didn't realise it picked up.
What made me
Cotton.
think about that was I've watched that Dominic girl's videos before and everything because I thought I was getting suggested videos from people locally, like, because she's, a state away, and I visit that state all the time.
Yeah.
And she's all right. I mean, she's fun to look at. But it just keeps giving me all these ads, and I'm like, I don't know what's triggering it. Is it the trucking channels? I don't get it.
Can't help with that. I'm not an expert on all this. But like I say, what I definitely been inundated with Tai Chi, and now I'm getting inundated with the boot man.
Chair Tai Chi, that might be H thing though, Gizmo.
Well,
it's over 50s, mate. Over 50s it's targeting. Because it's saying that, it says that if you're over 50, this is going to make you, a super stud again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that old infomercial, like the P90 video series with you buy it was cassette or not VHS tapes, and then it was DVDs. Hey, slow down.
Yeah, go again. I was just in the corner there.
What are you doing in the corner, Scruff?
I was turning my tractor.
When we get to January, I got some stuff I got to try and move around and do, so.
We got to hold on. I got cows to feed.
I've shoved a couple silage bales in the shed, so I didn't have to worry about it for a little bit.
Oh, there's a Jaguar for sale. Do you need a forager, Wonko?
It's pretty good price, too.
It
Only
is.
84,000.
Just brought one.
You just paid cash for one a little while ago.
Oh, you sucker!
Yeah,
Sucker.
every bloody time.
That's the one I got too. Oh,
Jesus, that is cheap, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it the big one or the little one?
You
It
can
must
make
be
it.
the little one. 82880. 400 horsepower. Ish. Oh, it's 46 months old though. That's why it's so cheap. With 32 hours on the clock.
I like YouTube because I like the content creators, but I don't like how YouTube treats us and their content creators.
Yeah, it's certainly got a lot worse.
And I don't
That's
like
that's the other thing
I don't
I
like
get bombarded with it as well is YouTube Premium or something that's trying to flog me.
Well, that's fine. I don't have a problem with
That's
YouTube
free.
trying. I don't have a problem with YouTube trying to sell me an upgrade.
Sorry, bud. It was full throttle going the other way. Go ahead again if you want.
Hold on. just hold on. Can we have a minute in between?
We already had a minute in between.
Yeah, we had at least 2.
Yeah, but every time you do this, it slows it down because then we have to wait, and I have to hit the message and have to be denied, and hold your horses for a minute.
This communist's got work to do, come on.
I know, that's the first communist that's ever uttered those words. All right, now you can go. Well, that was the reason I got rid of Facebook, was because I kept clicking on the little thing and because Facebook kept showing me all these fat girls dancing in their underwear for no apparent reason. I don't even know what triggered it. I don't even know how it got there, and it kept happening. So I kept clicking on it and saying, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. And I did it over and over and over and over again, and then it just kept showing up, and I got so mad at it that I just finally deleted my whole account. And then they make it like, are you sure you really want to delete your Facebook account? Like, I don't know, it hasn't affected my life yet.
Facebook's horrible. Once you get off of it and you think, fucking hell, did I waste that much of my life on there?
I don't do Facebook, never have.
There's no point in doing it. The only reason to have a Facebook account is for the marketplace. That's the only reason to have one.
Yeah, someone said that's very
I've
good.
got Facebook, but I don't really use it other than to look for stuff.
Well,
on the marketplace, or a couple far friends that live in different countries that you do get a little bit of an idea what they're doing. That's basically everything. I prefer to call them instead of looking on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think looking
Whoa,
back.
whoa. It would be handy if someone was giving us a bit of notice here, because we're trying to do spreading and stuff.
Okay. I was enjoying the Russian roulette.
Enjoy.
Roulette. That's
Well,
exactly the
I have
kind of game
cows
you
I have
expect from a communist.
I've got cows that need to be fed here.
Feed your cows.
I'll probably have to chuck them out as well, just to make sure they're good. Oh yeah, there are still 20 bills in there. We're good.
Okay, I'm just going to give mine a top up then over here.
I'll do have to grab my eggs out of my
What, is that full up already?
Chicken. Yeah, it's already full again.
Jesus, I emptied that when you first came on, and the wall.
I did when I came on.
As well.
I did when I came on. Then you came on. You did it again, and it's full again. The eggs. So I'll go grab my eggs quickly before we sleep again.
Yeah, I'll just give me 1 second. I'm just going to top my cows off too here. Doc, you should top your cows off now.
I'm trying to. I'm working on it, but I have 2 farms. And I have to take the mixer between them.
That's it's not our fault that you did not think ahead and have a mixer.
What do you mean I did? What do you mean I didn't think ahead?
And a mixer for each farm, or have it in a trailer ready to go, or
Don't they call that a first world problem?
Or pre-mix it.
yeah.
I mean, it is. Why should I buy another mixer when I've got one and I can drive it?
Yeah, it's probably how a farmer would think anyway. Look.
Well, the idea is going to be to get a belt and then, make a bunch of TMR and just put it in a trailer and take a whole load of it up there.
And why'd you do that
not
this
there.
week? So then you knew you were asleep through the week, going
I'm
through
not
into
there
New
yet.
Year.
I can't afford a belt.
Oh, can you hear that?
The whinging, getting more like Johnny
Ah,
every day.
I could have sworn I heard a little violin playing somewhere.
It's better than the banjo that plays down by your farm. Only hillbillies would make an instrument with 4.5 strings.
4.5 strings.
Yep.
Oh, as a key halfway down the neck.
Yes, that's a
Oh,
banjo.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's got 4 strings, and then halfway down it's got a 5th string. Right in the middle of it, because, I don't know, we can't make the 5th string go all the way to the top. That'd be too difficult.
Yeah, but you probably find the guy that was making it didn't have enough material.
Who knows?
Didn't have enough wire to make the 5th string go all the way along, so he thought, fuck it, I'll just make it small.
My brother sent me a video of a guy playing a 2-string shovel.
2-string shovel.
A 2-string shovel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
What was he playing?
I don't know what. I mean, he was just jamming out. He only had 2 strings, you know.
Oh.
He's playing the 2-string shovel.
There is a guy that does that. Got his name. He's like he used to ride the railway trucks and all that. Hobo, is it they call him?
Yeah.
What was his name? I can't think of his name. But he only had 3 or 4 strings on his guitar that he used to play.
Is that Boxcar Willie?
No, it wasn't. No. More recent
like
than that. A fairly recent guy.
Well, like a ukulele's only got 4 strings because it's miniature guitar.
No, this was a proper guitar, but he didn't have enough because he was always travelling on the trains. He didn't have a lot of money, so he couldn't afford a set of strings. So he used to play it with 4 strings, which he found somewhere. What was his name? He was quite good actually.
A hobo.
He'd done some quite
I was a hobo for Halloween once.
was you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Run into real ones around here living next to the rail yard.
right.
Alfred, it's not time. You have to wait. It's not time. You have to wait. You can't eat all day, every day. Yeah, if you're not using one of these self-loading mixers, they're freaking fantastic in this game. The problem I always had was you had to put bales in them. But now that they munch the bales, it's sweet. I remember the first one of these I ever saw was in college, and it was the Kuhn one. We had a presentation from a Kuhn field engineer, and he was showing us stuff, and he's like, this is going to be the next big thing, and it was like a self-loading mixer wagon. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And he goes, we have no plans to bring it to North America. And I was like, then why are you showing it?
Trying to us, yeah.
And then, ironically, the first one, like 5 years later, the first one that showed up to the dealership I was working, it was the first one in the country, the first manufacturer to do a self-loading mixer wagon in the U.S. And it was from Israel.
Wow.
Yeah, they were manufactured and built in Israel. And we were like, yeah, we're not going over there for training. No thanks. He's like, it's fine. Most of the buildings have bomb shelters. I'm like, I don't want to be in a place that has bomb shelters and uses them. It's what, 2,500 years, 3,000 years later, we're still trying to persecute the Jews? We haven't learned our lesson?
No, they haven't, have they?
No!
They haven't learned their lesson.
I mean, if you just think about it for 5 seconds objectively, right? Why are we still trying to kill Jews? Everybody's been trying to kill Jews for like 3,000 years. Why? I don't understand.
Are we sleeping?
Doc still hasn't got up to
Yeah,
his
yeah.
apartment.
I've finished the field I'm on. Oh, if you want to sleep, you can sleep.
Yeah, I've got one load in my cows, so they're good.
I'm good.
I'm still over here trying to figure out why everybody wants to kill Jews. Jews run Hollywood. Jews run New York City. They run the financial centers of the world.
Yep.
Is that the reason? They're just jealous?
Probably not. Oh,
Do you want to go again, or do you need to wait?
a lizard TARDIS
Well,
popped their header.
No, we can go again.
I'm
That's
good.
fine.
Yep.
Oh, Jamie, did you see your little JZB loader got fixed?
Oh, did it?
Yeah, there's an update for it.
Okay. That was
In the change log, it says the ASM was too light.
could have told him that.
I don't know how they didn't figure it out. They probably made the mod and they were driving it around. This is cool. It'll work. I'll send it to Mod Hub, and then
But I never put any anything in the bucket.
that would be my guess.
Yeah.
Every time we sleep, I lose frames.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything has to load again, Doug.
Yeah, but I'm back to 9 again.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm running quite low as well.
Don't know what I'm on actually.
Oh, well, I headed up though. I wasn't 20, I'm on 42 now. So it did go up a bit.
Well, my windmill is turning extremely slow.
Nah, there's just less wind than yesterday, Doc. What are you talking about?
Well, it does one of those, like it turns and then it stops and then it turns.
I'm good to sleep if you want again too.
Yeah, it's just a gust, you know? There's a gust of wind every minute.
Is that how it is in Germany? It just gives you pulsating wind.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Don't have to ask Walko twice. Boom.
He likes sleeping. It's the only thing he's good at. Where's the comeback?
I couldn't think of one.
You couldn't think of one. Oh no, you're gonna give the points to me. He's like, yeah, I am pretty good at sleeping.
I am. I could be asleep within about 5 minutes.
No
You might have it
drool or
staying that way.
snoring.
No, of course not. I'll leave that to the wife.
She does all the drooling and snoring.
Yeah.
You put her in a different room.
Oh, I wish I could.
My grandparents used to have 2 beds that were pushed together because neither one of them liked to sleep on the other one's mattress. I don't even know why they were pushed together. It should have been like the old 1950s TV shows where they were on the separate sides of the room.
Do you want to go again?
I can
Sure.
go. I can go one more night, then I have to feed. So you go ahead. I won't be long. I just got to top off the cows. One of them's getting down.
Well, back in feudal times, people sleeping in the same bed was a sign of poverty. All the rich people had their own bed in their own bedrooms.
That's probably why they were happier.
Probably.
God, this is
That comes from your native land, Wonko.
every time we sleep, we seem to it's more and more foggy.
What comes from my land?
Well, the royalty having their own bedrooms.
Ah. We might not have royalty for much longer.
No, I don't think so. And I don't think the pub across the road is going to be called the Duke of York for much longer.
No.
So does that mean Canada doesn't have to pay the king anymore?
Does Canada pay the king?
Pretty sure Canada and Australia still pay.
Don't think so, Tim.
I don't think they do, mate. No.
When did that end?
Yeah, I would have thought a long
About
time
200
ago.
years ago.
Yeah,
No, it's been fairly recent.
Great Britain wouldn't have all those troubles if they still would be paying duck.
Oh,
Well,
we would, because the silly wankers would still be giving it away around the rest of the fucking world. Fucking retarded bastards.
Well, what are you guys gonna do when we leave NATO?
But
We'll be speaking Russian.
what we always do, mate, we cope.
We,
You know what I mean?
you guys are just like the Minnesotans. You're just gonna be like,
Yeah.
it's fine. These people,
Well-
they just, we're gonna.
No, people are really starting to push back on it big time now.
Look, in
Took
World
you
War
long enough.
II, mate, in World War II, we sent loads of gear to the Russians. Tanks and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And you sold us stuff that we paid for forever.
Yes.
And we coped.
We weren't gonna enter the war. We were just gonna build things for you.
Just make loads of money. Profiteer out of it.
No, because we weren't going to fight a war in Europe because we're in North America, different continents,
Fair enough.
and we figured that was a Europe problem.
It's funny how the Canadians
And-
jumped in.
And Japan
Then the
kind of
Japanese threw attack on Pearl Harbor, and all of a sudden it was a U.S. problem.
then it wasn't us problem.
I'm good to go through to January if we want at this point.
Yeah, me too. We're good. Yeah, I mean the Japanese messed up. If they didn't attack us, we wouldn't have entered the war. Even though multiple people were trying to get us to enter the war. Oh, wrong button. That's my
Sorry,
bad.
go ahead.
That's okay. You guys are getting us back right now, Wonko, because we're asking for help with Iran, and you guys are like, I don't know.
No, it wasn't us, guys. It's one twat.
We'll send a destroyer over to help. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, but we're just going to service it first and see if we can find a few sailors to put on it.
Well, I actually heard yesterday that we had one, because we always got ships on standby.
Yep.
And he insisted it had to be that one that was being
Yeah, but there was another one ready to go. You mean?
Yeah.
He decided he
Yeah.
wanted to send that one. Yeah.
And I said, well, what the fuck's it got to do with him? He's just got to order it. He should be letting the people who know what they're doing decide which fucking ship to send.
Yeah.
Coming from the country that basically showed everyone in the world what a navy can do. Yep. The Royal Navy.
We don't have enough sailors and we don't have enough ships. And
You're talking about
ships.
Netherlands now, Doc?
Huh?
We also ain't got.
You're
many
talking
roads.
about Netherlands now? Because we used to rule, and that's definitely true.
Yeah,
It wasn't the
only for
1700s and 1800s even, but
for a short period of time we let you have a little run around.
I was going to say, but the British Royal Navy was the most powerful navy in the world for a couple hundred years.
A reasonable amount of time, yeah.
I mean, probably up until World War II, I would say. And then after World War II,
Dutch before that.
Just the sheer numbers of ships. I mean, you were occupying 70% of the world at one time.
According to Al Murray, we have beaten just about every country in the world at war in some form or another.
Except us.
If you've never seen that, you should watch it. It's very, very fun.
You lost to us.
He had he managed to word it somehow that we won.
We can leave time up in January. I'm good. I got some chores I got to do here for a little bit, but need some animals and move a few things around.
Yeah, I got to move stuff around to feed the cows. I should check the sheep as well.
Oh, we fought at least 3 wars overseas with England, and or I think it was even 4, and we won at least 3 of them. We lost the last one there.
I was just going to say, you must have lost the last one.
Well, the French helped us with our revolution. If that didn't happen, we probably wouldn't have won.
I mean, fancy having the French as an ally. I mean, how low can you go?
I don't know. I mean, the French, they've got some special skills. They know how to surrender like nobody else. So we just took their supplies and ran. The worst part is that nobody really ever takes it into effect that the United States founding fathers that declared their independence from England most of them did not want independence from England. They most of them were English and wanted to remain English, but they wanted fair representation in government and all that, which we were not getting as colonies. Because, I don't know, the king decided that colonies were a lesser, they weren't actually British, so therefore it was just a lesser status. And that's the whole reason we fought the revolution. Was we wanted to be equal. We didn't want to be a separate, lesser state.
We do better when our royalty is headed up by a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Both Victoria's and Elizabeth.
Yep.
All the Charlies have been duds. This one possibly the worst.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the gene pool's getting kind of related, isn't it?
Ah, no, they spread it out a bit over the years.
Is it kind of like the Amish, where they got to bring somebody new in the royalty, like that American actress that they brought in?
Which one
American
has been two?
actress?
Both have been disastrous.
Well, I mean, you got them out of Hollywood. I don't know what else you want. There is nothing in California that's real. It just isn't. I mean, Southern California, average people get plastic surgery so they can look average. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you would have a car payment of plastic surgery costs to keep up with, I don't know, just wear the face you were given and just deal with it.
Yeah, but that's not how life works now.
It depends on where you're at. Well, it's kind of like this weird, bizarre thing that's happening right now because everybody is messaging like, love the skin you're in, be who you are, be free to be the person you are inside. At the same time, we're telling you that no, you need to like change your gender and you need to be, a social activist, or you need to be something, or you're not important. But at the same time, we're saying you're supposed to love the person that you are inside. It makes no sense. It's all bullshit, Most of us are just going to get up, we're going to go to work, we're going to pay our bills, and we're going to try to find something fun to do in between. And that's all it is. That's all we can do.
Yep.
There's not much else you can do in life. Once in a while, somebody does something, becomes a superstar or whatever. I don't want that life. I don't like attention anyway. I don't want thousands of people recognizing me everywhere I go. That sounds like hell. I mean, do you want to go to the coffee shop and then in 5 minutes they have people mobbing you and want pictures with you? That would be annoying. You can't do anything.
I can't think of anything worse.
I can't either. I don't know how these celebrities deal with it. I mean...
Yeah, but they not only deal with it, they can't get through life without it. Some of them.
Yeah, but I feel like there's because obviously these people enjoy fame, or else they wouldn't chase it. But at the same time, it's like there's a limit, right? Because you can't have a normal life if you're Taylor Swift. You just can't. She can't go anywhere. She can't do anything. She's got paparazzi following her all over,
Yeah, but she's got that much money. I wouldn't be bothered.
Yeah, but having all the money in the world isn't... It still doesn't... You still can't enjoy just being a person. because you can't
She
just
gave
go and do things. You can't just do normal things when you're Taylor Swift. You just can't. You can't just go to Disneyland. You can't just go and vacation on the beach, because if you go to some beach in France, there's paparazzi there wanting to know why she's there, who she's with. They find out what hotel she's in. They're taking pictures of her, you know, all the
yeah, but she,
time. And you got to be constantly thinking of, you know, what are the, because there's constantly people following and harassing you.
but she gave her crew that did the world tour with her something like 90 grand a piece.
Is what, a bonus?
As a bonus, yeah,
Oh.
for sticking with her and doing such a great job and all the rest of it. Now that added up to a fucking lot of money.
Oh yeah.
So if she's willing to give all that away, she's obviously not short of a few quid. So she could probably buy her own Disneyland if she was that bothered.
Yeah, but it's the whole part of, like, you can't be a normal person anymore. Like
Well,
you
she's
you and
a
me.
really normal person. She's a pop star.
Yeah, but I mean, she sings and writes songs.
Mm.
That's it. She, charges a shitload of money to go and watch her sing on stage. During
I,
COVID, we didn't really need people doing that.
I couldn't tell you a single song she's done.
Neither could I.
Oh, I've got
Well,
I've got her very first album.
have you, Doc?
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm not gay.
Nobody
No,
said to.
no, because when she was a teenager, and it was her very first album, and she was singing country music, and I thought it was good. It was good, so I
Oh,
bought her
that's
album.
right. She did, didn't she? Her
Yeah,
first album was country,
her first like 4 or 5 albums were all on the country music
and then
radio.
all of a sudden she turned superstar. Yeah, I remember that now.
Well, she decided to make a pop album or whatever,
Yep.
just because all the popular music stations were playing her music anyway, so she didn't need that. She was writing country music.
Mm,
Yeah, she had,
yeah.
I don't know. She wrote her own. I heard her songs on the radio, and I was like, oh, that ain't bad. I'll pick that up for $12. You used to buy CDs just because, right? It's not
Yep.
like you could
Yep.
get
Yep.
on your phone and listen to stuff.
Yep.
That, I don't know. That's the price you're gonna pay for being famous, right?
Mm.
Because I was in a bar last year, and me and my buddy went to dinner, and we're just gonna go down to this podunk little bar in BFE, Idaho, and we're just having burgers and beers, with the locals, because we go to that place to actually get away from the people in the city and that.
Mm.
And in walks
A girl that looked like a movie star.
no, it was Post Malone. But I didn't know who it was because I didn't know who Post Malone was. I was like, oh,
I've heard the name, but I've got no idea who they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, he's a huge country music star, but he
Oh,
had a
yeah.
face tattoo, and I was like, what, this guy just got out of prison or something? He's got a face tattoo. And then there's a couple of families in there eating dinner, and their kids were taking pictures with them. I'm like, why are people taking pictures with a dude with a face tattoo? It looks like he just got out of prison.
Mm.
And my buddy's like, that's the guy. He's famous. I'm like, "What? Southern Idaho?" You know, I didn't even know who he was, and then I realized that, you know, after the place got mobbed in about 30 minutes, because everything got out on freaking Facebook somehow that he was down there.
Yeah, down there and everyone turned up. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, all these women are up there, and then people are putting all the songs on the jukebox, and I was like, oh, okay. Apparently, you know, apparently he's famous. I didn't know who he was. I don't listen to country music anymore. And he's just getting mobbed, you know, and the guy is standing in line because he's, you know, the bathroom in this place is one toilet, one sink. That's the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he's standing there in the hallway, and there's just people like trying to grab his hair and everything else. I'm like, this poor bastard came in here to try to, like, you know, have a drink and have a good time, and they probably picked this place because it was out of the way. You know, like they figured in a small little podunk town, it never, you know, maybe it wouldn't draw as big of a crowd kind of thing. And just the harassment from it, it's like, why do you want that, you know? Why?
I've seen Jelly Roll. He's covered in
Ugh.
tattoos as well.
Yeah, he's another freaking. This is why I don't listen to country music anymore, because George Strait is country music. That is country music. And if you don't meet the George Strait, well, no, George Strait is above Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is number 2. There's nobody that's had as many number 1 hits as George Strait. He is country music. He's the king of country.
Never heard of him.
What do you mean you've never heard of him?
So he's had more hits than Johnny Cash then?
Yeah.
Yeah, George Strait.
George Strait's the original.
54 number 1 hits.
Oh wow.
I think. They did a collaboration of it was back in the early 2000s. There was a 2-disc set of 50 number 1 hits to celebrate his 50 number 1 country hits.
Right.
No, George Strait is the legend of country music. He is the absolute legend. And then I think Garth Brooks took a leave of absence. And I think that's the only reason why he's not right up there with George.
Right.
But Garth Brooks, he'll sell out every night he plays in any city in the U.S.
Right. Have I got time to make a cup of tea, or are we sleeping? Or are you all busy doing stuff?
I'm good to sleep.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, give me 1 second to sleep, and then I can do some more stuff in the next day here.
Before I go and make a cup of tea.
Because I'm not worried about selling milk. As long as cows have food. Cows have food, so.
Go ahead if you're ready. Are you still there, Chris?
What are you streaming?
Back in a bit.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, hold on. Okay. I was worried that my reproduction wasn't going to happen, but we're good.
Oh, we're back to erectile dysfunction again.
No, there's no erectile dysfunction in this here chat. I don't know why it matters if it doesn't work anyway. It's, you know, you got to have a place to use it.
Sounds like a you problem.
Well, the dog and I, we get along just fine with just the two of us. Nobody else is arguing or complicating the situation with their irrational decision making. Right? I like the dog. I always know what the dog wants. The dog always wants the same thing all the time. There's no mystery. You bring a woman a candy bar today, he's like, "Oh, this is my favorite candy bar. I love you so much." And then if you do it 3 days from now, give her the same candy bar. What, you trying to make me fat? You can't win. You can't win with a woman. The dog, every time I know what he wants, I give him a treat. He's happy. There's nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about coming home and him rearranging the furniture or repainting the walls or wanting to take a trip to Alaska. You don't care. Easy to keep the dog happy.
Some beef to the butcher.
Oh, you cheat.
I know I am, but what are you?
Not cheater.
Johnny did teach me well.
No, I don't think so, because you're not nearly as lazy as he is about doing stuff. I'm surprised he never had Andy make him a pig food mixer that automatically acted as a silo to feed the pig, keep the pig barns full. So he only had to fill the pig food mixer and not have to actually put it in the pens.
I didn't turn it on.
Of course, now that I've said that, somebody's going to come out with a silo on Monday or Tuesday that automatically you put it close enough to the pig pen or the pig food pens and it'll keep the thing full for you. It actually wouldn't be a cheaty mod though. I will admit. Because in real life, your pig barns and your industrial pig barns and chicken barns have a central, feed mill that they just blow feed to the barns and keep, usually they have, a silo there, so on each barn they just blow the feed to the barn so it never runs out. I wonder if you could, I bet you could do that pretty easily. You just give the feed mixer storage and give it a radius. I probably would do it.
Would it work as a distribution?
That's what I'm.
Distribute.
That's what I'm wondering. Is that you'd have to make it as a distribution production, because the mixer would be a production anyway. But you'd have to have the pens would have to be able to accept it. I don't know if they would. I don't think it would be all that difficult to make it work. I don't know if you would need a custom script or not. I do know a guy that would make it work no matter what. It would make doing, especially pigs. For chickens, it doesn't really matter because they don't have a mixing ration that we have to do. But for pigs, it's a pain in the ass
Well,
to make their to make their ration.
not really anymore because it's you put just corn or barley, you get 100%.
Not in the base game, do you?
Mm-hmm. Do you consider this base game?
No, because the map can do different things.
Well, in all the 3 maps that we've been playing with, that I've been doing pigs on, Saxingham, Arkansas, and here, is all I had to do was put in either barley or corn, the 2 main. It won't do it with potatoes or the root crop size.
So if you get 100% with just corn, then what's the point of putting anything else in there?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you get 100% on, if you get 100% with just corn or barley, then why put the root crops or anything?
Uh-huh. I haven't been.
So the Giants changed this in an update that I'm not aware of?
Might have.
Because I'm pretty sure when the 25 first came out, it was like 22, where you had to put all 4 ingredients to get 100%.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2 yeps, so that must be true.
Oh, I tested it. Because when we went through the competition map, I didn't want to have to grow all my root crops for my own pig food. So I put 2 barns down. I put corn in one, or actually put 3 down. Put corn in one, barley in another, pig food in another, and then let them all run. And I got 100% health with my pigs.
So I would like to see the pigs just like the cows, where you need a TMR. That's what I would actually like to see from the pigs. Because if you do TMR, you only need hay and silage. That's all you need. Hay and silage. You don't need the minerals. You don't need straw. Which, the only place you need minerals is if you have a feed robot. Then you have to have the minerals, because it won't make the TMR without the minerals.
Well, I would say animals, you should be free to feed them whatever you like, as long as the animal in real life can eat it.
Well, the whole thing...
And if, like, for cow's sake, if you give them just silage, then you should get probably 95% production out of them. But if you give them silage, a little bit of minerals, and maybe some root vegetables of some description, then you get maybe 105%.
Well, the big problem is that Farm Sim's a global game, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to guarantee you, in every single one of us, in every single one of our areas, feeds cows differently.
Well, exactly. So why should you be restricted to what giants think?
The dairy, and the other big thing is that dairy cows eat much differently than beef cows. So beef cows, early in their life, mainly eat grass, scrub brush, thistles, whatever. Your beef cows are roaming around the open range, eating whatever they can find, because all you're trying to do is keep them alive. You're not really worried about anything else. You let them roam the range and find their own food. That's the cheapest way to, raise them, right? Then you bring them back into the feedlot, and usually you do have a calf, and then once they get to slaughtering age, you bring them in a feedlot and you start, pumping them full of grain and everything else to fatten them up. And depending on what you feed them and what the rations are, depending on what kind of meat you're going to get from them. So it's, and I've seen everything. I mean, some places feed onions and apples and potato sludge and tallow and corn oil and everything else besides grass and hay and silage. You know, like they feed all kinds of things. Sugar beet pulp, sugar beet pellets. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep. Ours do beets,
I used
potatoes
to
as well.
do carrots as well.
yeah, carrots is another one. They
I had a
feed
mate
those.
who used to rear beef cattle in Norfolk. He always used to feed them carrots.
But it all depends on what's available. So we do a lot of potatoes and sugar beets. So the feedlots and beef cows eat a lot of, you know, potatoes and sugar beets. Now up in Washington, they feed a lot of onions and apples because there's a lot of excess apples and onions.
Onions, yeah.
Well, dairy cows, when they're not producing milk, they're not given mineral feed and carrots and stuff. They're just
No.
on hay or silage.
We used to feed them. We used to feed them dry hay, grass alfalfa silage, or no, dry alfalfa, alfalfa grass silage, and then the rest was actually mineral straw. So because if you've got dry cows, so they're in between like the 8th month, 7th, 8th month of calving. So you have to feed them the straw, and you have to feed them like, you know, prenatal vitamins and stuff. We'd feed them that, and that keeps, you have to keep their stomachs full because when they're pregnant to that extent, then they can have twisted stomachs and issues with that. So you have to make sure there's enough fiber in the ration to keep everything moving consistently. But out here, they don't feed dry minerals, they feed liquid minerals. And so that's what I do for a living, is I haul molasses. But the molasses is infused with all the prenatal, you know, minerals and everything, or medication, or whatever they got to do. So they encompass it with molasses. So when you put it in the feed mixer, the molasses coats everything that's in there, not just like a dry mineral settle out, but a liquid sticks to it because it's got the. Well, they're using the molasses as a carrier. They do the same thing with organic fertilizer. Most of the organic fertilizers have a molasses base to it because that's the carrier. That's what helps holds everything together so it doesn't separate out.
Where does molasses come from? Is it a byproduct or something?
Sugar.
So
Sugar.
yeah, it comes from the. So I pick up. There's a sugar beet plant in town.
Yep.
So I pick up. There's two different types of molasses I pick up, which is it's feed EHS, which is extract high sugar. There's that, which I don't haul very much of, and then because we commonly call that beet, and then the other one is a CSB, which is a concentrated byproduct molasses, which is what I haul all the time.
Right.
The only real difference is
that's not as powerful, is it? As the other one. It's not as sugary.
Yeah, I think it's lower.
Lower sugar.
Lower sugar content.
Right.
CSB we haul all the time because that's usually the basis of all this stuff. And the nice thing, so beet molasses has to stay warm.
Right.
So when you load it, it's warm, and if you don't unload it when it's warm, it does not come out of your trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
if you with CSB, it doesn't matter. CSB is more liquidy. It's more fluid.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you can let that sit overnight, and it's no big deal. It'll still come out your trailer in the morning.
Right.
But beet won't. And then there's butane, which I don't even know what butane is, but we don't haul it.
Right.
And then you have, so beet molasses is bitter. So most of the feed mills also get like sugarcane molasses. So we haul the sugarcane molasses too, but that has to come from overseas, from the port, from the ports.
Doc, there's a
Right.
good Bowser on sale for hauling milk. The baled one.
I don't know what a Bowser is.
Tanker.
Tanker.
Nah, I'll pass.
Right, I've done the grass field, Scrump.
I don't have any frames per second. Hey,
I've got no. The F2 don't work anymore on mine.
we're back to 9 again.
I don't know why.
All right, Chris. Thanks for watching, bud. Catch you next time.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna go and call it a night.
See you later, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
See you later. See you later, Chris.
Goodbye.
See you later, Scrum.
Yep.
Don't drink as
Thanks,
much
Scrum.
before you
Have a
show
good
up.
one.
You've been busy, Scrump.
Oh, I've been too busy. It's
Yeah.
gonna be another busy week.
Because you're open soon, aren't you?
Yeah, 1st of April, but it's just so much stuff still left to do.
That's Easter, isn't it?
Yeah, we're opening just before Easter, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's Easter weekend, isn't it? Pretty sure. That weekend is the Easter weekend.
Any interest in sleeping through the night again?
Yeah, I'm all right for that. If people want to do that.
Walko,
Yep.
Doc.
A
Wow.
great silence overrun us.
I'm going to get some liming done this next coming day.
Yeah.
No, you can wait till March.
Chubby grubby.
There's no reason to do liming now. It's not going to do you any different when you go to March.
Well, I want to be seeding way in March.
Yeah. I don't understand. I thought we're trying to get to March. We're not going to get to March if we got to wait for you to do your liming.
All right. Hit the button.
All right.
baby.
If I publicly shamed you enough into we got to get to January, 12 or 8, 7?
And check animals and that kind of stuff again.
Yeah, I got to feed animals twice a week, which is really not cool, but I'm dealing with it.
Sounds like you're growing.
Sleeping again.
Uh,
All right, gents.
Oh,
I'll
See you later, Scrump.
have
Cheers,
to
Scrump.
go.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Scrum.
Have a good
I'll be
week, mate.
back. Yeah, I should be there this Friday for a change.
All right,
How did you
buddy.
get on did you win your game?
Yes, we did. It was a
Good.
close call though. It was 2-3. So
Oh, that is close, yeah.
yeah, it was equal. So we had to play. This is a decisive. Is that how
Yeah,
you
yeah.
call it? Decisive.
Yeah, decider. Yeah. Good.
We won it with a 2-point difference, so that's fine.
Yeah, good. Right, mate. I'll see
Right,
you
gents.
soon.
You all have
Okay.
a wonderful working week, and
You as well, bud.
catch you later.
Thank
All
you,
right,
mate.
take care, Scruff.
See you, mate.
Okay, gotta stop for a second. I'm gonna pull sheep's wool off of the trigger. A few things. Doc, go feed your cows.
Why? I don't want to. I got 144,000 worth of hay. It actually says I get $24,000 worth of milk. $29,000 of slurry. I'm gonna have to start actually spreading that.
Oh, Doc. Look on the sale, buddy.
Wow.
Buy one for each farm.
Oh. Oh yeah, no. I don't need to. I have one already.
See, the AI was listening to you that you needed to.
Well, now I'm confused at what farm is what. I don't know. This game is unplayable. Really.
Well, you still having trouble with frame rates?
Yeah, I restarted and it was like, 45, 50. I was like, okay. And then ever since we started sleeping, it went right back down to zilch. I don't really know why. I was actually thinking I was going to run out of silage, and I was like, oh wait, I got a whole other pile over there.
Yeah, I'm chewing through it for the winter. I had to put a lot more down for the next year.
Oh, I'm making so much money off the milk, it's ridiculous.
I'm making so much money off the butcher, it's ridiculous.
Hey, you cheating mob. I think I'm going to have to give up on the other server. I don't think I'm going to have time to do it.
What other server, mate?
Kinleg.
Oh, right, okay. I'm quite getting into that, actually.
How did I get 100% silage? Yeah, see, I can't do this because
Can't do what, bud?
well, I can't even make my rations because I'm mixing it and I'm like going up to, I usually go up to like 55% in silage, and then I go over to the grass and it's 100% full of silage. Like it's just lagging that much.
Use your Andy's mod set fill level limiter. Is that on here?
It's not gonna do anything. It's just the lag. The lag is insane. Because I literally drove over and started munching on a bale, and then it's telling me that I'm, like the ration is the ration bars aren't keeping up with the actual. I don't know. It's just lagging way too much. It wasn't like this. I don't know what happened to it. I've had really good luck with this server the last couple of months, actually.
Well, once we finished going through the night, hopefully that will stop causing you issues.
I've had issues since I started today. And the funny part is that I dumped a bunch of the forage on the ground, and then I picked it back up, and apparently now there's straw and minerals in it. I don't know. It's just lagging. I mean, I only got 9 frames per second, so it's kind of hard to drive. I don't know if it's just the speed of the servers running or it's all the sleeping. I don't really know, but it's not getting better.
Well, it's definitely, well, what you said, it's got worse since we've been sleeping.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Doc. Complain about the grass destruction. Just curious.
You want the grass destruction complaints?
Just
To make you feel better?
I'm just looking for a benchmark.
You look for the benchmark of the whinging? Yeah, but this server's been fine. Like, I haven't had any trouble until today. I haven't had any trouble getting on. I haven't had any trouble when I was on it. You have the usual, when you first log in, there's a lot of glitchiness.
Stuttering, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just cashing in, but now it's, holy hell.
But since we put that memory thing for graphics card on, I've not had anywhere near as bad logging.
There's something going on with my connection to the server. Because it was bad, I logged out and I was like, oh, this is good. It was good for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's back to where it was. What did we put on here before that made my... Because I had this problem before, and there was a mod or something we put on here that was fucking it up.
Don't know.
You didn't update anything.
No. Well, I did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but from last Sunday to now, you didn't do anything, right?
No. No, I've been far, far too busy.
I was on last Saturday night before because I wasn't on Sunday because I had to go and waste my time driving like, I don't know, 600 fucking miles. All I did was drive around empty last Sunday. That's all I did. I accomplished fucking nothing. God, I was so mad.
Why was you driving around empty?
So Saturday,
Did load work ready or something?
So Saturday, my dispatcher was like, we gotta pick a load of tallow up out of Washington and take it to this feedlot because they're gonna run out. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And I stared at it before I replied, and I'm like, I don't want to work Sunday. But I'm like, my wallet says you should work Sunday. So I was like, you know what? It's one of these fast trips, right? It's going to be a really long day, but it's a 1 day thing.
Right.
So I left early Sunday morning, got all the way up there, which is like 7 hours.
Jesus.
And the security guard's like, you sure you're supposed to pick up today? And I'm like, that's what I was told.
Yeah, and they don't load Sundays.
No, they don't load. They don't load Sundays.
Yeah, fucking.
So I call my dispatcher. He's like, "What do you mean they don't load Sundays?" I'm like, "They do a deep clean.
On
Like,
Sundays, yeah.
yeah, they do a deep
Maintenance.
clean."
Yeah.
I'm like, and I said, "I already been through it." I'm like, the security guard was super awesome, and he was trying to call maintenance, and he was trying to see if we could do a load on Sunday.
Yeah.
If it was possible or not. And they're like, no, we got things apart. We're cleaning stuff, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so is there another load we could do or something? He goes, yeah. He goes, you could go down here and pick up a load of corn syrup. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I literally drove another 100 miles back empty, the other direction. I loaded the corn syrup, and I'm like, I'm not going up there now. So I just went and slept for the night because I was just tired of it. I'm like, I'm not going up there because it's on a Sunday. It's earlier than they're probably expecting. I don't want to deal with it. And the place is so nasty and sloppy that I was hoping that I was going to wake up. Because that way, I leave at like 4 in the morning. So I was hoping I was going to be cold enough where all the slop would be frozen, but it never got cold enough, so all the slop was still slop.
Oh, okay.
Then I get there Monday morning, and then of course it don't fit, and then the tank they told me to put it in, I overflow because the float didn't work, and the whole planet's aligning thing just screwed me.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 planets are aligning. Yeah, every time I hear that, I'm going to take a vacation next time.
Well, I think I'm going to disappear because I don't think there's anything else we can do.
Be able to sleep without you.
Nah, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, it's like a 2-second delay when I hit the button to unload before it starts unloading. It's like
Probably finish going through the months next week.
No, we can do. I don't know. Keep going, I guess.
Well, I'll check my animals for a jump off. But I think our animals are fine.
I'm going to disappear as well.
So I think that you. Well, actually.
Can we get to February before you guys turn into pumpkins or what?
52,000.
Well, let's get to February and call it good. Is that a fair deal?
Well, as long as not too long, because I've got a gap even earlier tomorrow.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
Suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup.
I don't want to. I really don't.
Then you've got all week to do your lining there, mister. Yeah, if we leave it at February 1st, right?
And go back to the 2X.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just make sure when you sleep for the last day of January, make sure you sleep till like noon on February.
Why noon?
Because you got to make up for the past 4 hours. Know what I'm saying, Batman?
Yeah.
So otherwise, next week we'll come on, then you gotta sleep again to get back where we're at.
What happened there? Why didn't we go through the night then? Oh, delayed reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I've had about enough of this lag. I don't really know what's going on, but I think after we all get off, the server needs to get restarted.
It is restarted every day.
Yeah, but I find it
Oh.
still needs a restart in the back end, Wonko. I've done it on ours. We get glitchy.
I'll try and remember to do it tomorrow.
Jamie, remind Wanko tomorrow. Jamie's probably one of those guys that doesn't need a calendar or reminders because it's all in his head.
No, that's not.
This crop plotting.
Yes.
Does that only start once you've started planting them?
No, you have to create the. Okay, 1 second. Wonko, I'm gonna have to pull some wool off a trigger here.
I might
Okay,
have
check
to
the
do
cow.
those.
Oh, I need to pull wool off as well.
I think I might need to do that and all.
Oh, I don't have any wool.
Ah! Son of a.
I've got a shitload of slurry. I'm gonna have a slurry problem.
Stick another silo down. Because you don't want to waste.
I don't know if I got 369 and 990 liters. I'm not sure that sticking another one down is going to help the problem. Because that's only one barn. The other barn's got almost 90,000 in it.
Stick a
Right.
bigger silo down.
I've filled up the cows. So you can
Yeah,
sleep how you
I
like.
think, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to spread some slurry. So where's the precision farming set at on the admin controls? Because there's two options, and one has realistic spread pattern, and the other one is speed dependent, something like that.
Yeah, they're shut off.
Oh, that's why. Because with speed dependent, I can over fertilize with the slurry tanks, which makes it great because I get rid of more.
Remind me tomorrow and I will try and change it.
I can change. You change
Oh.
right in the game, right in here.
You can change it right now.
Oh, can you? Yeah, I'm busy picking up woolly stuff.
Oh, yeah. Attached to your wiener. I don't know why you wear a sock on your wiener, but you people are weird over on that side of the pond.
Listen, I'm not Welsh.
Make more sense if you're Scottish, because you know you're wearing a kilt, it's exposed. I'd put a sock on it.
Sock
too.
on it.
Why not? I'm gonna get drafty over there, and I mean, Scotland doesn't look like it's a warm place.
No, certainly not.
No, it's not.
It's a good few degrees more colder than it is down here. Right, guys, I'm going.
Okay, mate.
Okay, bud.
I've filled up my animals and let's have a look at chickens. Want some wheat before I go. That's weird. There's no chickens in there. Oh,
Fuck's sake.
oh, they're out of food. Right, let's get some. I've just bung some food in the chickens, and that'll do us.
I can't even do anything.
Where's a trailer? There we go. That'll do us. Grab this people.
Try logging back in once we've all logged out, Doc. See what it's like.
I don't think it's going to be better until we restart the whole server. We haven't added any mods, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
Can you feed chicken barley?
Yes.
You can. Okay.
Jamie,
So,
can you just move somebody
feed.
move the time down to 2? I'm not sure if maybe that's doing it. I mean, we don't really need the time to go whizzing by since we're sleeping anyway.
No, but it was just getting us, moving us along quicker. It's like we weren't doing stuff. I've just been parking the trailer full of silage and my tip trigger, leaving the tractor run, and then it automatically dumps it in for me whenever it's running.
Mine's not doing that for some reason. Maybe, I don't know if it's just because it's the propelled mixer or what. Because, yeah, usually you have a trailer in there and it would just keep tipping it.
Yep.
What the hell? I don't understand. I can't do anything. It's just lagging so bad.
Are you ready to go through the night, Jamie?
I am, yes.
So if we get to February, everybody jumps off.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm just finishing
Reboot
feeding
the
the
server,
chickens.
and then Doc, you can jump back on and do your thing.
See if it's better.
Yeah, I'll still have to feed animals.
Oh, look at that. There's John Deere cotton harvester in the sale for you, Doc.
Oh, I can't wait. I really want the Series 7, but it's only 17% off. Highway robbery.
I'm good to go another night.
I don't know if I am. Yeah, I am. It's fine. Well, I have to make this ration because the one cow pen I think is going to need it.
Do you want one of us to come across and make it for you?
Which pen needs it? The old pen needs it. This happened before on this map. I can't remember what we did. Oh,
We
you
good to
had
go?
you had those mods that needed updated for some reason that was causing it. Remember that?
I don't recall an updated mod being an issue.
No, there was it was an updated Giants mod because you were whinging about that.
Doesn't
'Cause
sound
you're
like me.
Oh, no, it
Mm.
doesn't. Because you're like, it's a Giants mod. How come the Giants mod was causing conflicts? How come we had to update the Giants mods? But that's the one was causing it. Yeah, it was an actual official Giants mod that was on this. It was this server.
You go to
That's the
sleep
only
now,
server.
Doc?
Um,
I'm off, boys.
Okay, bud.
all right.
All right, mate.
Take
See you
care.
later, Disney.
Yeah. Might catch you in the week or whatever.
See you on
I
the
might.
map.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Right, have a good week, guys.
You as
All
well.
Catch you soon. Be good. Bye.
I might make it. We're going.
Jesus, that took a long time to get a decision.
Well, it takes a long time for me to figure out what's going on.
It's like negotiating with the wife.
I got 5 frames per second. I hit the escape button, it thinks about it.
Only 3 more sleeps. Let's go.
What in a hurry for?
I want to go to bed.
Oh,
What's
lick
going
my
on? I'm going to
taint.
end my stream. Ha 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 ha.
What are you gonna end it for? What about all the people who wanted to see it?
Leave them in suspense.